Rockies just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Ready? Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Second and long. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Captain, 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 captain. Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Joe.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Ready. My name is
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Broncos at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Nice 44. Ready.
Throwing Nix. The kicker here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hold on, set.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name.
To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Huddle. Captain.
To throw, here's Nix. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 6 now. Now they'll audible to something else. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Rattle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
They go play action here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line. The
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, hot. Mike 44. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Captain, 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 captain.
Now it's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
2nd and 13. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Third down and 1.
Ball 11. Hold on, set. Captain, captain, captain. Ready.
Back to throw. Nix finding Miller once more, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Hurt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Once more with Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix gets this complete to Shaheed. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll try it now with Harvey.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Jensen.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Broncos.
In motion left comes Brown.
They'll run straight ahead with Jensen.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level.
Gets through, and now an opening.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a 2nd.
That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw.
They'll give this out to Genty.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Jersey out of the backfield. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty taking it in. And the Raiders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
The kicker on for the extra point.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. And now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Away, away, away. Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Here's Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
Hold on, son.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. And I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Final minute now of the third quarter. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Hold on, son. Ready. Captain, 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 captain.
Nix to the air. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 181. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Away, away.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Broncos.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing Nix. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, it's Genty. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got it. Ready?
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Trey Tucker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready. Ready. Return. Huddle, huddle, huddle. Away, away, away. Captain, 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 captain.
To throw. Here's Nix. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll return it from the 6. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Joe. Hold on a second. Ready. Bombers. Away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Bombers. Hold on a second. Ready.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gomez. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hold on a second. Joe, ready.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game.
Viking 18.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,